So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. So guys, yesterday we had what we had. Usyk, beating Daniel Dubois in very controversial fashion. A lot of people are up in arms today about the fact that they think that Usyk should have lost and Dubois should be champion. I said that I thought maybe the shot was probably legal. I still think the shot was legal, but a lot of people are now starting to spit out that and say that, you know what, Tyson Fury is going to absolutely maul and destroy Alexander Usyk. One thing I will say is that just because of one performance, I don't think we should jump to a conclusion that Tyson Fury will destroy Alexander Usyk. I can promise you this, that Alexander Usyk will cause Tyson Fury a lot of problems. It's a different style. I also think it won't be that easy for Tyson Fury to be catching Usyk on the body. That easy. Also, Usyk might be... I think Usyk's definitely showed that he's vulnerable. And I think people already knew that. People were already aware. But I think last night it was highlighted even further that Usyk struggles with body shots. But again, we have to realize that Tyson Fury's a big guy, right? He's a lot bigger. He's towering over Usyk. You know, for him to go down to Usyk's body and land on his body consistently, not going to be easy. I mean, Fury's probably 6 inches taller. So, like, the natural position for Fury to hit him would be on his face, right? Now, him going all the way down to his body will probably be leaving himself open as well for counters. Now, people will say, well, Usyk's not a big puncher. Yeah, he's not. But if Usyk's patting away on Fury all night long, it's not going to be that easy for Tyson Fury. You know, Dubois shorter. Dubois like 6'5". Dubois not as tall, so he wasn't that much taller than Usyk. So for him to go down to the body is a lot easier. Fury's 6'9", 6'10". 6 inches is a big difference. You know, Fury's a lot bigger. So again, like I said, stylistically, it's completely different. I do think Fury will look to target the body, but again, I don't think it's going to be that easy. Also, I think Usyk, even if he does struggle to the body, I think he's going to be more aware that he's not going to get away with that. Because now it's been highlighted and in a very big controversy. And people are going to now pull him up on that. Referees are going to look at that a lot more when Usyk fights. So next time, if he does get hurt to the body, he's going to have to tough it out rather than start complaining to the ref. Because now the refs are going to be aware of this. Because every time someone fights Alexander Usyk now, they're going to make that aware. They're going to make the referee aware that, look, you've got to make sure that you know where his belt line is. You've got to make sure that he hasn't got his shorts too high. So if we hit him on the belt line, is it hitting him in his stomach or is it low? You need to be aware. So I think the referees are going to be now more on the ball. So Usyk isn't going to be getting away with that now because it's been made aware. So for me, Usyk now is going to, if he is a weakness to his body, Usyk is now more likely to be exposed. I do think that yesterday was, I wouldn't say he was exposed, right? But definitely the highlighting of a weakness. Like, I had Usyk very high on the pound. Still do have him very high on the pound for pound list. But for me, I put Terence Crawford number 1, Inoue number 2, and Usyk number 3. Usyk now is, in my opinion, shown a sign of weakness. Whereas if you look at guys like Crawford and Inoue, they've yet to show any sign of weakness. Moving up weight classes, they've not shown any. Usyk has... Like, even against Joshua, he had moments. It wasn't like he totally outclassed him. He did outclass him and he outclassed Daniel Dubois, but he had moments of difficulty. Whereas Inoue and Crawford, at this point, you may say that Usyk's fought maybe slightly better competition. Even though I would say the best win of either fighter has come by Crawford against Errol Spence. But yeah, I think for me, yesterday for Usyk was it was a highlighting of a serious weakness in the body. But again, it's whether Fury can get and expose that weakness. I don't really think Usyk has a lot of weaknesses. I think Usyk is a very good boxer. But Fury's big. And if Fury can use that size against Usyk, it may be a difficult night for Alexander Usyk. There are times, like, Usyk does struggle. He does struggle. Like, you can tell as a heavyweight. Dubois showed it, Chisora showed it, Joshua showed it in moments, that these big heavyweights, Usyk, what he's doing right now, I don't think he's getting credit enough. A lot of people are saying he's been exposed, this, that, the other. I don't think Usyk is getting credit enough. He's a lot smaller than these guys. And even what you see of Usyk right now, like his weight and size, that's not him naturally. That's him bulking up to match these heavyweights. And yet he's still, because of how great he is and how good, how skillful he is, he's finding a way to win. But really, he's struggling with those guys' size, strength. He is struggling. But because he's so skillful, he finds a way to win. With Fury, he might not be able to get away with that because Fury's got great stamina. He ain't gonna gas like Dubois. Fury's also got a great chin. Fury's also a very good boxer. He's also a very good thinker, like Usyk. I still don't believe that Fury's as good a boxer as Usyk. I think Usyk is a better boxer. But I think Fury is really good. I think Fury is a very good boxer as well. And he's got size, and he's got the ring generalship like Usyk, and he's got the tricks in the book as well like Usyk. So what Usyk might get away with Daniel Dubois, he's not going to get away with someone like Fury. So this is why I think that fight might be a stretch too far. At this point, I'm probably slightly leaning towards Fury, even though I was always Usyk. But just because I think the size might be a bit too much. I won't be surprised, by the way. It's not like, for me, it's like a 60-40 fight. It's not a massive, Fury's not a massive favourite. I think a lot of people gas Fury up. He's not as good as what people make him out to be. There's a lot of weaknesses in Tyson Fury as well. Wilder, dropped him so many times, and Wilder's a very wild puncher, and he dropped Fury many times. Maybe if Usyk fights Wilder, maybe Wilder might not even land on Usyk. Because Wilder's not a great body puncher. So Wilder would be headhunting, and I don't think it'll be that easy for Wilder to land on Usyk. And Usyk might totally outclass Deontay Wilder. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if Usyk fights Wilder and totally outclasses Wilder, what will people say then? Oh, well, Usyk never got dropped by Wilder. And Usyk totally outclassed him, whereas Fury got dropped so many times. Does that mean that Usyk beats Fury? It doesn't work like that. Fury's had a lot of trouble with lesser fighters. Otto Wallin gave Fury hell in that fight. Many fighters, Wilder gave Fury hell 2 times. He gave him hell. I mean, dropped him so many times. In both fights, dropped him twice in once. Dropped him twice in another fight. In the first fight, dropped him twice. Dropped him twice in the third fight. So it's not like Fury's been dominant and he's been clean. Like, he's also had his struggles. It's not been like Fury just dominated. I mean, early on in Fury's career, he was getting gift decisions against like journeymen. I mean, forgot his name. The guy that he should have lost to, but he got. But that was early on. Fury's come on a long way. But I do think Fury goes into that fight a favorite. But I don't think it's a case where we start now saying, oh, Fury's gonna destroy Usyk. No, it's not that straightforward. It's not that straightforward. It's going to be a tough fight. But I think going off what I've seen at Usyk at heavyweight, looking at the analysis and looking at Usyk, how great he is, and the fact that he's been able to beat these bigger guys who are naturally bigger, stronger, physically much stronger. Usyk's skill has found a way. But with Fury, it might be a stretch too far because of the fact that, and like I said, I still think Usyk is a better boxer than Fury. I think he's achieved more. I think he's just the fact that I think Fury's size and the fact that Fury is also a very good boxer, better than anyone else around in the heavyweight division, will be too much for Usyk because he's too big, Fury. But overall, I think Usyk is probably the more skilled fighter. And also Usyk has very good stamina. He's complete in all areas, really. But I think Fury is susceptible to a big puncher. Usyk's not a big puncher. So Usyk's not going to hurt Fury, in my opinion. Right? That's why Wilder was able to drop Fury. Because Wilder's a big puncher. Usyk is not. That's why I still believe, even though I think Fury beats Joshua, I still believe that Joshua fight is a good fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Joshua gives you... Again, the problem is with Joshua. Joshua is so tentative right now. I think Fury would chew this Joshua up. But if Joshua actually fights and goes at Fury, I still fancy Fury to win irrespective. But I think that might be a lot more. That might be a lot more interesting than what people think, because Fury's sloppy at times. He leaves himself open. He gets hit. Fury's not this masterful defensive wizard like people think he is. Usyk's a lot more harder to hit. He's a lot more defensively sound than Fury. Fury's sloppy, but he gives you the impression that he's a master, defensive master. He's not. He is defensively good, but he's not on the Usyk level or a Mayweather level. He's not. He gets hit a lot. That's why Wilder was able to drop him. You think about it. Someone so sloppy, even though Wilder is fast, he's sloppy, right? He was able to land consistently on Fury, you know? In the first fight, when Fury was just dancing and moving, really, if you think about it, in the first fight when they fought, Fury weren't even fighting. Fair enough, in the third fight, right, when Fury got dropped, Fury was actually going at Wilder, so he was leaving himself open. The first fight, Fury was actually just he was fighting on the back foot, and he was messing around, and, you know, he was basically just looking to outbox Wilder. He wasn't really engaging with Wilder, right? But after that, you know, in the second fight, he destroyed Wilder. Then in the third fight, he kind of followed a similar pattern. But Wilder landed in the third fight. When he landed, it had a big impact, you know? So, like, the only problem is with Usyk, he doesn't have power. So I don't see him being able to hurt Fury. I think Fury is also somebody with very good stamina as well. So, like I said, I think that fight is going to be difficult. But I don't think it's a case where Tyson Fury would destroy Usyk, in my opinion. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinions, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.